Hi, my name's Juliana. I'll be your English mentor for today's lesson. Today we're going to talk about conditionals, everyone's favorite topic. I hope I'll make it a bit more clear for you. When do we use conditionals? But first, we need to talk about what is a condition. So a condition just means if something happens, something else will happen. Let's take a look. If you give me chocolate, I will play with you. The act of giving me chocolate is the condition for which I will play with you. Meaning, if you don't give me chocolate, I will not play with you. So if you give me chocolate is the condition, and the result is that I will play with you. So we have the action or the situation, like giving the chocolate, and then we have the effect or the result, what happens after. So in today's video, we're going to talk about two conditionals, the zero conditional and the first conditional. But really we have four conditionals, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Tune into our next video for the second and third conditionals. So let's start with zero conditional, meaning no condition. Great. Take a look at this sentence. If you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius at sea level, what happens? It boils. If you throw a ball up in the air, what happens? It falls back to the ground. Okay? These are real situations and they are scientific facts. Take a look at something a little bit different. If it rains, I wear rubber boots. Now, there is no condition here. Why? Because it's something that you do as a habit. Something that is true for you that you do regularly. If it rains, I wear rubber boots. Or I wear rubber boots if it rains. You can reverse the order. So if it's a habit or a routine, there is no condition. Okay? Now, this might not be true for everyone, but it's true for you. No condition. So let's take a look at the structure. How do we form the zero conditional? If you noticed before, you need the present simple form. If it rains, that's in present simple. And the second part of the sentence, I wear rubber boots, that's also in the present. Okay? With the zero conditional, we're talking about scientific facts or things that are true for you because it's a habit or a routine, meaning no condition. All right, so let's take a look at the first conditional. It's slightly different. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay at home. That's the condition, that if it rains, what will you do? You will stay at home. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I will go to the beach. The condition is whether or not it's going to rain, and your effect or your result is based on that condition, what you will do if it rains. When we talk about the zero and the first conditional, we're talking about real and possible situations. That's something very important to remember when we get into the second and third conditionals later on. So right now we're just talking about real and possible situations. Let's compare zero conditional and first conditional. In the zero conditional, if it rains, I wear rubber boots. That's a habit, something that's true for you, something that you usually do. But the difference with first conditional, if it rains tomorrow, I will stay at home. It's not a habit that every time it rains, you stay at home. Maybe sometimes if it rains, you will go to the beach and play in the water like all around. I don't know. But the condition here is, if it rains, what will you do? Maybe you will stay at home, maybe you will do something else. So it's not a habit, it's a possibility. Something that we're talking about at a specific or a certain time. It's so important that we understand conditionals. Why? Because they change the meaning of the sentence entirely. Here, this is something that is true for me. If it rains, I wear rubber boots as a habit. But here, this is a possibility. If it rains at a specific time, what will my behavior be? What will the result be? It will be different. So let's take a look. You probably noticed, how do we form the first conditional? What is the structure? If it rains tomorrow, present simple, and I will stay at home. Will plus the verb, talking about a future event. Can you say, if it will rain tomorrow, I will stay at home? No, absolutely not. Do not say this. You cannot say, if it will rain. The will is only for the effect. So we use if plus the present simple when we're talking about a realistic situation, something related now and into the future. So that's the end of our explanation for the zero conditional and the first conditional. Stay tuned for our next video where we're going to talk about the second and third conditionals.